Right, hello everybody. Today we're doing a different episode, aren't we, Jack?
Yeah.
So we're just doing an episode, well, not an episode, but a video where we're just chatting about just stuff, really, aren't we?
Yeah, we got some topics that we've written down that we're gonna talk about.
All right. So what was the first thing?
So the first thing on the list, and is the main thing in the world going on right now, is COVID-19, or the coronavirus.
Right. So obviously it's been going on for about a year plus now, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like a year and a half. I want to say something like that.
Oh, it's coming up to that, something like that. So how has it affected your life, Jack?
Well, I mean, I guess it affected my life by the fact of like not seeing people, like for in like school and that. And I don't like school, to be honest. But I think at like the first lockdown, when I was just sat there, like just doing nothing all the time, it was a bit boring, to be honest. And yeah, it's all good, like missing school and that. But I think after a certain point, you do kind of miss of like going outside and like actually seeing people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just you can't like do like the stuff that you would normally just like say I don't know, say someone just said, oh well, let's just go to the water park. Like you just couldn't do that, I suppose. In obviously COVID times, could you?
Yeah.
So well, that's affected it. So obviously it looks like it's gonna get better soon. Let's be honest.
Yeah, a lot of people have had their first dose, aren't they, of the vaccine. I mean, we still haven't, but we moved.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like it might get better. I hope it gets better for summer because it's summer.
Yeah. How long do you reckon it'll last for? Do you think if it keeps going at the rate it's getting better? How long do you reckon it'll last for until it gets a lot better? Because let's face it, it's probably not going to go away, is it? Let's be honest, it's probably not going to go away.
It'll never be going away. It'll be like the flu. I reckon give it maybe like 5 months, and then this is just a complete guess. I'm literally no expert whatsoever, but give it like 5 months maybe or something like that, and then I reckon things will just be like almost back to normal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like we're not wearing like the masks or like the 2-meter rule or whatever.
Yeah, I hope it's back to normal, I suppose. So obviously COVID, but another thing, I recently had a fight with a Vencedor, didn't I?
Oh yes, the 1v1 that is on the channel, so people, you need to go and watch that right now if you haven't watched it.
If you haven't watched it, because spoilers coming up. So obviously I won, didn't I?
Yeah.
So
I watched the obviously I watched the video, and to be fair to him, Vencedor, if you're watching, you are very good. I will give you that. For a Nintendo player, you are very good.
Yeah, he's a good player. He is really good, to be fair. I give him that. I feel like lag was a disadvantage for him.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it was also a bit of a disadvantage for me too. So we can't like just say it was just a disadvantage to him, because I mean it was hard to fighting a guy who literally teleports all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you were ever to fight in the future and there was no lag, I don't know. It could be different, but
there was a couple of times where you did, he did get you in a quite close.
He did win one of the fights.
Yeah.
He won one of the fights, and each fight was at least a bit close.
Yeah.
So and then like a few hours after we made the video, one of his mates, I believe, commented on the video saying he wants to 1v1 me next. And yeah, so I mean we haven't officially made it happen, not officially yet, like me and the Vencedor fight was, but I might be looking into making that official soon, because I would not mind to get a next opponent, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, also another thing, one of our videos hitting 3.2k views.
Oh yeah, the Sea of Thieves video. That is insane.
Insane. Like, for other YouTubers, like 3.2k is probably either average or just below average. But for us, that's That's big, isn't it? That's
And the
really
fact that
big.
the comments as well that we got on that video as well, the amount of people that
And we
were
had
willing to
so
help.
many likes, so many likes. Like we basically summoned, like as many of the comments said, we summoned, you know, the Sea of Thieves community. Like it was insane, because like it was just fun to get up and see how many views it was on.
And like the
every
growth
morning.
as well, like we wake up and it being like, we gained like 100 views.
The funny thing is, no one knows this, but like when Jack was on about actually uploading it, I said, well, I wasn't thinking it was going to do too well, because I thought, you know, it would just make us look stupid.
Yeah, because it is one of those
no
videos where you are
comments.
taking quite a bit of a risk, that if no one thinks, then you do look a bit stupid.
But maybe we need to just make more risks, or take more risks.
Yeah,
Because,
maybe.
I mean, we took a risk,
And it paid off.
and it's now our highest, you know, like viewed video and just everything video. So yeah, obviously the channel has been growing a lot for subscribers as well. Last time I checked, we were on like 369 subscribers. So obviously that's really getting up there, isn't it?
Yeah. And I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're watching this right now, then please hit the subscribe button. You know, I mean a lot.
Yeah,
and
please
hey,
do.
if you ever want to unsubscribe later, then feel free.
Remember, it's free. All you've got to do is click a button, that's it. And then you're helping us out a lot, trust me. Yeah, so what else? We recently, well, you should be seeing that video by the time this video is up. But we did a Rainbow Six Siege video not long ago, did we, Jack?
Yeah, and that was quite funny.
It was funny, and it was, it's an intense game, Rainbow Six Siege. Like, when you're doing one-on-one, it is very intense.
If you just
Also,
like
everyone,
there,
excuse my awful driving.
you stare in a room by yourself, like thinking this hostage, not knowing that in any moment, like you just get shot in the back of the head.
It's a scary feeling, let's be honest. So, yeah. Clicker Heroes, am I right?
Oh, Clicker Heroes, what a game.
I'm joking. What was next? Oh yeah, you wanted to talk about some urban legends.
Oh, some urban legends. Well, you better park to the side of the road for this one. Because things are gonna get interesting.
Alright, I'm catching up,
Alright, so we're gonna read a couple out. So the first one that I saw is, you might have heard of this one, but, the urban legend of the Bunny Man. You heard of the Bunny Man?
No, but I have an interesting story with that, you know. Right, I'm just gonna be completely honest. Like, not long ago, I had a dream where there was a man dressed in a bunny costume, and he was basically going round kidnapping kids, if I'm honest. And then one day, like in the dream, I looked outside of my window, looked into my neighbour's garden, and then I saw this child playing, and then out of nowhere, the bunny man literally goes and grabs him, and it was terrifying. So, yeah, carry on with the legends.
Well, here you go. Tell me you might have saw the Bunny Man in your dream. So, the first incident was reported the evening of October the 19th, 1970 by US Air Force Academy. Cadet Robert and Bennett and his fiancée, who were visiting relatives on Guani Road in Berkey around midnight whilst returning from a football game. They reportedly parked their car in a field on Guana Road to visit an uncle who lived across the street from where the car was parked. As they sat in the front seat with the motor running, they noticed something moving outside the rear window. Moments later, the front passenger window was smashed. There was a white figure standing near the broken window. Bennett turned the car around while the man screamed at them about trespassing, including, "You're on private property and I have your tag number." As they drove down the road, the couple discovered a hatchet on the car floor. When the police requested a description of the man, Bennett insisted he was wearing a white suit with long bunny ears. However, Bennett's fiancée contested the assailant did not have bunny ears on his head, but was wearing a white cape of some sort. They both remember seeing his face clearly, but in the darkness they could not determine his race. Police returned to the hatchet to Bennett after examination.
Alright, a lot of words mumbled there.
Yeah, I struggle to read, alright.
You'll get better. You'll get better reading.
But there's actually some pictures, and apparently the Bunny Man is known to be around a bridge.
A bridge.
And to be honest, I'm looking at a picture, the Bunny Man Bridge at night, and it is quite terrifying.
Well, that actually leads on to another point. Maybe in the future, if we get big, I'm talking big, I'm talking of maybe a few thousand subscribers, we could do those type of videos, and you never know.
I mean,
Maybe
I'll do that. We
check
can
out
like
the
we can
Bunny
discover
Bridge.
some we can go to some abandoned buildings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean the Bunny Bridge or whatever, it might be in America. So
I think
if we were
it was
going
in
to go
Virginia. I think it was. I think it's a.
yeah, if we were gonna go to America for a video, we would need a decent amount of subs. Let's be honest.
All right,
Like,
how about
'cause,
this one?
you know, it's him.
The Shotgun Man.
Right.
So, is an urban legend of organised crime as an assassin and spree killer in Chicago. In the 1910s, to whom murders by Black Hand extortionists were attributed, most notably Shotgun Man, kills 15 Italian immigrants from January 1st, 1910 to March 26, 1911 at Death Corner. In what
that's
went
just brutal.
Chicago's Sicily. In March 1911, he reportedly murdered 4 people within 72 hours. However, a check of the Northwestern University website on Homicide in Chicago shows shotgun killings in Chicago, but none in January to March 1911, and only 1 killing at Oak and 1 at the Milton Streets between 19 and 1920.
Oh wow.
So I think he might just be like a so like he killed people, but not at the times that they predicted or said. So kind of like a ghostly type thing, like he killed them and just disappeared.
Well, that's weird.
You know what, I'll read one
Also,
more, and this is a known one. Yeah, everyone's gonna know this guy. Slenderman.
Oh, Slenderman.
As a
Alright.
fictional character that originated as an internet meme created by something awful even, former user Victor Surge in 2009. He is described as a thin, tall man with a blank and unusual features face and wearing a black suit. The Slenderman is commonly said to stalk, abuse or traumatize people, partially children. The Slenderman is not tied to any particular story but appears in many disparate works of fiction, mostly composed online.
If I may say something. So, also, first off, this video might traumatize some kids.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
we
yeah.
definitely don't recommend this to kids. But also with the Slenderman, I'd seen a video, and I'm not gonna lie, it is like 99% fake. I actually can't remember if it was actually like meant to be fake, or it probably was meant to be fake. But seen this video, obviously it was just like fake, I think. But this girl, yeah, and Slenderman basically got her, and he basically was just like walking up to her, and like the dad was just like, I mean, if that was realistic though, the dad would not be holding a camera the whole entire time, so you know that
Yeah,
you know.
the dad would be like running after him.
Yeah, let's be honest. Also, the 2 girls were actually, you know, they sacrificed like one of their like schoolmates. I believe they like stabbed her like however many times for a sacrifice to Slenderman. So that's just
That is messed
psychopathic. Yeah, that is messed up. So, urban legends. What's next, Jack? We don't want to get things awkward.
So Ultimate Team.
Ultimate Team.
Tom, foot
Well-
champs. Thoughts?
Oh. Thoughts? I mean, you've heard me play it. You know how angry I get.
It's quite funny.
Yeah, I think basically, let's just say 2 things. Okay, Fort Champs is very, very annoying. Like, after like 2 games, I basically just gave up. And also, the FIFA community is very toxic.
Yes, that is very
2 things
true.
I have to say. Like, very toxic. Like I was playing this guy, and it was 2-2. It went into extra time. It was the second half of extra time, and it went into extra time of the second half of extra time. That's a lot of extra time. And then he scored a header, so obviously devastation. And then he actually invited me to a party and said easiest game of his life. So yeah, it's a very toxic community.
I'll say FIFA as well is a very meta game. Like you need to use the meta plays to win, I would say. But that's just how the game runs. So people seen it, team of the season, the Premier League.
So, Jack, I don't think they've ever seen you play FIFA. I actually recorded, the Division Rivals games of us, we actually are recording this. So, the people know my team as it is, but Jack, we don't have a team reveal for you, so you're going to have to tell us your team.
You know what, I will happily tell my team. So, in goal, we got the flashback Joe Hart. Pretty solid.
91. Nice.
91, yeah. 2 centre-backs, and I know probably people are going to say the meta, but that's how you win these days. Walker and Gomez. Just with the pace. Left back, a bit of an interesting one, I would say, but on paper, he is pretty good.
Pereira, is it?
It's Inform Mendy. Pereira's kind of just like my backup when right back or just any defence stingy, but Inform Mendy, the 84. So on paper he's good, and I would say he is good, but I just think that one thing that does really badly let him down is acceleration. The acceleration does let him down quite a bit.
What's his acceleration base? Or do you not know?
I think it's like 75 or like 79 is acceleration base, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, if it's like 89 acceleration with a shadow, it can't be that bad.
But I think he's got like 98 pace, I think, something like that.
98 sprint speed.
Yeah, not pace, sprint speed even, yeah. And then right back, we got Smedo. Obviously just solid, and he just pacey guy.
Yeah.
Centre mid, we got the 89 Ruben Neves. Pretty solid in all aspects. Left mid, we got Mane, which I think just it's my fault, because the way I play is I prefer playing on like the right side where like Salah is the most of the time. So like Mane doesn't really like get like a
get involved
as much, but when he does get involved, he's
good. What chemistry style do you have on him?
I have a Hunter on him, but I feel like I should change it because he's already got the pace. Yeah.
Engine is what I have on him. So basically, the reason I have an engine, it gets him to about 98 pace, so it's only 1 off 99, so it doesn't really matter. Shooting stays the same, but his shooting is already pretty good. It increases his dribbling, so I think he ends up with about 6 dribbling and about 98 agility, and it just increases the passing. So it's, with me personally, I think it's the best chem style for him because it suits him the most. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to make those changes. And then right mid we got Salah. Obviously I use him a lot more than Mane, so he's pretty good. And then the cams, I've got that Moments Giroud, the 91, which is, well, ever since I got this striker, which I'll tell in a second, he's passing? He's passing. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like 80. I think I want to say, but I'm not even sure. It's something like that.
Right.
So for the cams, but he's got decent pace, decent shot. Headers, I won a lot of headers in corners thanks to him, so that's pretty good.
Fair enough.
And then next cam, I've got Ollie Watkins, uniform. Obviously good finish in 99, obviously good pace as well. That's really all you want from a cam, really, innit? And then, and to be fair to him, he's not really been getting a sniff, really, to be honest. When you got Giroud, and finally we got team of the season Tony,
which you got out of your guaranteed EFL pack.
Yep. And I'm gonna be honest, right, because I don't think you were here at the time in the party, right? It was just me and George. And when I first packed him, at first George was more excited than I was.
Yeah, I bet you didn't even know, like,
I didn't even know
what
what
was
to say,
going on.
and then when I just read up the stats, I just went a bit weird. That's all I'm gonna really say.
You went a bit weird.
I went a bit weird. Like, the thing I did was... Yeah, the thing I did was weird. But moving on. And, yes, that's my team. And obviously, the new objective, you got that, Rodri and Bamford.
Rodri and Bamford.
So I'm going to be working towards them, so they'll be in the team some point.
Yeah. So, yeah. I am actually close to completing Rodri. I think what I've got to do is I've done all of them except I think I need to score 6 in 6 separate games with min 4-star weak foot with a player. Oh, that was a voice crack. But min 4-star weak foot with a player. I think I've got to score like 6 more games. So that shouldn't take too long. But his stats, man. His stats are amazing.
Right, his stats
I think I actually said in the Division Rivals game, you know, Kante, he's good, but I need him to be a bit more pacey. Well, and then the next day he comes out. It's literally a perfect fit.
Yeah.
For my team. Obviously, the defensive stats insane, and good
pace
strength,
as well.
much better. Yeah, his pace is like 4 or 5 more than Kante, which is great. He's a lot bigger than Kante, so you know he's going to get in the way more, and he's stronger than Kante. So he's basically better than Kante in every aspect, and you know I don't actually have to like pay for him, and yeah, the challenges are quite easy in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. So Tom, what is the future of this channel? You know, what are you hoping for in maybe not the near future, but the future?
Right, so obviously we might need a more variety of games, but for the games we don't know what to play. We need word from the fans. So if we are able to you know, or we have any of the games that any of you care to comment down below, obviously you don't have to, but if you would like to see us play any certain games, we'll see what we can do about it, because obviously the whole point in YouTube is entertaining the community, so we need to know what the community wants, don't we? So
yeah,
and the best way to do that is the comments, so please leave a comment. And then yeah, but if we don't get any comments, then it's up to us. So what do you think we should play, Jack?
Well, I mean, what have we played on the channel? We've played some. We've got some career mode on there. You know, we recently got that Ultimate Team.
Yeah.
We've done a couple
career mode also.
Not FIFA, Forza drag races.
Yeah, a couple of them, not many, but couple. You know what I mean?
We haven't really done any GTA, to be honest, and I feel GTA. You know,
to be fair, it was in the channel trailer a clip of to be fair, we have done Caio Perico and tennis.
Oh yeah, the Caio Perico was good. The tennis is, to be honest, kind of a shambles, but I thought it was quite funny. You know,
right, if we're talking statistically here, Jack, Minecraft does not get as many views as per se Sea of Thieves or any other game, if we're honest. And we've based half of our channel off Minecraft. So maybe we need to lay off Minecraft a bit more. Obviously we'll still do the 1v1s and that. We'll still play it every now and again. But maybe we'll lay off the Minecraft and maybe just like I mean the Sea of Thieves seems to get a few views. So maybe do a bit more Sea of Thieves, and maybe we just play some games, like certain games, and see how they do, and then we'll judge whether to do more of it.
Yeah, but we should just play a new game, and then just if people like it, we'll just do more of it, and then if they don't, we just won't do it.
I'm packing up. And what games, like maybe could be an option. So obviously, I was going to do a video of Call of Duty Zombies, just a solo one, but like every time for some reason there's an update, it always gives me a 100 gig update. So if I wanted to play it, it would take a while for it to download and everything. What other games, Jack?
I mean, let's see what I have as well. So obviously GTA, we not really made anything. It was one clip in the trailer, but that was about it. So that's something we have to
We've done
do.
Kaya Perico
Yeah.
and that.
I mean, see if you just did one, and if people like it, we can do more of that. You know, we could do different things than that. See,
Yeah.
you know, we can still do the episodes of, you know, Grinders Pirate Legend, not just do
Yeah,
whatever in there.
they seem to be doing okay. So now and again we could do a bit of series.
Minecraft, obviously, like, we kind of like that's died down quite a bit. We just like every now and again you do like the odd 1v1.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
actually, an idea for Minecraft, what we could do. And if people
on.
want to be part of this, put in the comments of this video if you would like to see us make like some sort of tournament thing out of it.
Like a tournament of 1v1s.
Yeah, like, and then like so like you get like let's say like 10 people.
How would it work though? How would it work?
I guess we'd have to do it in like a group stage. So, like you get like 10 people, 5 on each side, and then like so like you play against someone, and you go to the next round. Playing over someone, blah blah blah, and then you get to the final.
Maybe. I mean that could actually work. That is a possibility.
And then me and
so
you could be like the
host
commentators.
tournaments.
Yeah, we could be the hosts, and then we like
Yeah.
commentate over it.
And then maybe whoever the winner is, I 1v1 them. Hey, that's decent, you know. That's decent.
So if you want to see that, let us know. Valhalla.
I mean, there was that absolute banger.
There was
of
that
a video
right at the beginning. Yeah, we made that the return,
Yeah.
and that was just how to get that Isu bow.
Yeah, that people's. Now, I think the reason like people love that was, I think, well, I don't know maybe because it was a glitch, and you know, it wasn't really a part of the story, so you know, you had no clue how to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas you actually uploaded Thor's hammer one, didn't you? I know that
Yeah,
you
and
did
like how to get his armor and stuff. Yeah,
But maybe the reason that didn't get as many views is because it wasn't a glitch. I could be wrong. I could go completely wrong. So don't just like thingy. But maybe that could be possibly the reason. I don't know.
And then finally, the final thing that I have anyway is Modern Warfare, which obviously I've done montages in the past, so I could do a couple more of those. But
It's been a while since
we've
done a montage.
So maybe, but I would say that out of all the games, GTA, I'd say like we'd have to do like some sort of like online free roam thing at some point.
But the thing is, if we did online, it would be quite hard because they recently patched the solo session thing. So that was so you're gonna get in like full of game of like, you know, oppressor like bashes and everything.
I mean, unless can we seriously just like do like invite only sessions, like just like private sessions, or is it literally just public sessions?
Well, yeah, but we couldn't like sell stuff. I mean, yeah, we could do like invite only stuff, but there's certain stuff we couldn't do in it.
I mean, yeah, maybe like with just the invite only ones, like we just get like a good couple of people. Like we get like, and then like George, maybe if James is there on, we can get him on, and like we just like mess around and that, and just try and get some funny clips, doesn't it? Try and find some glitches.
Yeah, maybe.
But apart from that, that's really all the games I have installed at the moment.
If I'm honest, I think that you, because you know fully how to do it, should make a video on how that method for a merchant alliance is it best way to get
the merchant alliance thing. Do you know what? I will do that.
Because I honestly
it is a quite good money method, and it's pretty simple.
You could literally just say, you know, best way to get your rep up in thingy, because that's not even a lie, because it probably is. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves. I love that game, but I tell you what, the leveling up system takes so long.
It's all about the grind.
It takes forever. But I think like I'm like 4 away for getting Pirate Legend right for Order of Souls, but it just takes so long.
So let's talk about the comeback. So the last video we did before we kind of took a big break from YouTube was the when you got Damascus, which was 6 months ago from like, you know, our date now. And then 2 months ago, obviously the Valhalla video, you know, it came out and it did amazing for us. So we had a 4-month break there.
Yeah, I think the Valhalla video is kind of like, you know, like just
boosted
made
it.
us come back. Because like to be honest,
Because I actually said, didn't I?
Yeah.
I said if it gets over like a certain 40 views, then we make a comeback. And here we are today. It's on 570 views.
But imagine right if that video didn't get the 40 views right, and then we never came back.
It would be so different.
Like to be honest, we probably would have never came back. To be honest.
No, Nah, I don't think we would have, because we were on a low amount of subs, so there was nothing to really motivate us to, go anywhere, because we were on that low amount of subs.
And then after that, we just kept posting, and then the views started going up a bit, and then they get even more, and then out of nowhere, bang,
after post,
the CSC thing just went mad.
And the channel's just been popping off as the subs have been absolutely going crazy, out of the roof, and yeah, it was. I mean, I'm glad we did the comeback. I'm not gonna lie. I am glad we did the comeback.
Because things would be so much different if it wasn't like.
And if I'm honest, I can't see us ever taking as big of a break as we did, that 4 to 5 month break, ever again. Yeah. Maybe at most a week or two, but I can't see us making that big break again. Not with the amount of subs we can't give up.
I mean, every now and again, we put
have a break.
We have a 3-day, 4-day break, but that's just nothing really.
We've got to be always keep the consistency. So you were talking about before, wasn't you? Me on about something about a podcast. So talk about that.
So obviously, kind of what we're doing now, but because let's face it, before we started this, we literally 3 minutes, we just thought of ideas that we just talk about, but I was thinking if we got special guests, people we know, and then if we ever got bigger, actual other YouTubers, and we could just talk about their channel or what they've done in their lives and that. I think it'd just be pretty fun to do.
We get. Yeah, disclaimer to everyone, this isn't confirmed, because, I mean, I'm all for the idea of a podcast, but how would you even set one up? I mean, obviously we could look into it and we'd probably figure it out, but, it might take, a big process, to start doing that.
Yeah, it will
we just, technically, couldn't we just call it a podcast and then just live stream on YouTube? Could we not just do that?
I mean, yeah, probably. And then
just call it a podcast.
And then we could just run a game on the background, or we could just run something at the background whilst we talk about whatever.
Run some footage or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not the worst idea, I'm serious. That's not a bad idea.
Or we could just run some music in the background and just
yeah, non-copyright, our music or something.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. So, if this video, right? How about because this is let's be honest. We're gonna this is basically a non-live podcast, the way we've just been talking the episode. So if this video gets how many views, we'll do a podcast. How many views, Jack?
How many views? I'd say if this video gets over 20 views,
20, right?
Then we will look into and try and get a podcast on the go with someone.
So, I mean, on that though, I think we've covered a lot. We've been talking for 35 minutes, and I think that's a good stage to wrap up the video. So, any final words, Jack?
All right, you're gonna have to give me a moment here whilst I just get this up. Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Right. Now, obviously, on the channel, we really want you to subscribe. Obviously, you don't have to. We're not going to force you to do it, but it would be a quite big help. Now, I'll bring some analytics in here now. Some analytics are coming in here now, because only 17.7% of people that watch our videos are subscribed. So there is a solid 82.3% of people who watch our videos and not subscribed. So if you're part of that 82% and you want to join the 17%, then subscribe. That's my final word.
I mean, I mean, well, yeah, great final words. He's basically covered everything. So, I